The slang in Montreal,
Right.
how the accents. If you go in Montreal, it's like clean, in my opinion.
What you mean, like clean?
Clean meaning that it's less extra slang. Let's say it's more comprehensible and it's more I don't know, interesting. Because if you go outside of Montreal, other cities.
Mm-hmm.
In Quebec, I mean.
Yes.
The French is a little bit more, extra, let's say, extra sauce in it.
Extra sauce in the French, right?
Yeah, and like you mentioned a few minutes ago, the slang here, it's, of course, the French is more cleaner and more understandable, but there are extra slangs from other countries that we get it here and we use
This is very true. Like, for example, there is a trend now that I've seen going on for a while.
Mm-hmm.
There are rappers from Montreal that use a few words in Spanish.
Few words.
La vida loca.
And they're not even Spanish.
Mamacita. But most of them are Arabs who talk like this, frérot. And this, comme ça, frérot, wesh, comme ça. Even people who actually come from other countries, they use it.
Yeah,
I've heard people from all
me
around the world
sometimes
using
I
this.
use
Yes,
it,
exactly.
Because it's your, people around you, and if you hang with them, you take up the way of this.
Exactly, because we're multicultural here in Montreal.
Yes, very much.
Have so many cultures that we take slangs from all these cultures.
We mix the sauce.
Yeah, lots of sauce in here.
Some people might call it, we take advantage of their culture or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I mean, because some people go even further than that not just taking the words, might take also the way they dress themselves, the way they do some things, what they listen to, haircuts. Some people might take it, badly, but at the end of the day, it's more like homage. Respect.
Like showing respect for because you like it, right?
Yeah.
You've seen a lot. For example, let's say we have a kid who comes from a family, a Quebecer family. Okay, we're not saying for not putting this into a racial thing, because it's not about saying, oh, you're this, you're that, you're yellow, you're blue, you're this,
yellow.
you're green. No,
I'm not even white.
It's not about colors. It's just let's say a Quebecer young boy who goes out in in his neighborhood. He goes out with people who like to dress in a certain manner or other, and he's gonna take that manner,
Yeah,
like for example, let's say big clothes. Like let's take not so much these days because now the trend is like skinny, super tight shit.
Yeah.
But back then it was like the XL hoodie with the big pants, like sagging pants over here, like as you have shit yourself and or you wanna get fucked by somebody, if you're a guy that seems gay.
If you're in prison.
But you think it's cool, like lots of people used to think that was cool. I even wore it when I was like 13 years old.
Yeah, again, because we were influenced
by all this shit.
All the cholos in the school, and the trend was everybody was doing that. When you're young, specifically, it's easier to. Oh, okay, that seems cool.
Let's take a trend.
I'm gonna take it. And what I was telling you that this generation was, let's say, in the 20s. When they will be 30 years old, 40 years old, already people who are 30 years old, they still use some of that slang.
Yes, because of their time, they stay like in their
generation. Maybe not like in professional, spheres.
Yes.
Not at work.
No.
But when they are with friends, they still use the Montreal slang. Yo, que se passe? My man. Yeah, and other stuff. Ho, wesh. You know,
Mm-hmm.
probably if you are not from Montreal or Quebec, you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
But
it's
yeah,
alright.
It's a part of our slang.
You'll get to know us.
Yeah, like same thing. If you go to Toronto, it's different slang.
True,
if you go
true.
to New York, different slang. Everybody has different slang.
Mm-hmm.
But here, that's the great thing in Montreal. You can meet somebody from this country, from that country, this experiences, that experiences. It's like a big mix of, I don't know, cultures,
Yeah.
which is great
Yeah.
because, you know, imagine if you are here, you come here and you are only the person who is from your country or you are not allowed, and all you see are the locals. It's harder to adapt.
Yeah, well, it's like when you live in your own country. You know, when you live in your own country, what are you gonna learn new? Not much. I mean, yes, you can look in the internet nowadays. We have this thing called globalization. But
if you check other episodes, you will understand this.
So yeah, you know, when you live in the same country, like you all have the same values, you all eat the same meals and all these things.
Yeah.
But when you come to a country where there's
You're in a
this
circle.
big diversity, you get more open-minded also. Like before here, I've never seen a Chinese people. Before coming here,
Same.
I'd never seen a black man. Coming
Same.
here, I've never seen a guy like him.
Same.
Either, you know, like
Yeah, that's the thing.
an
Like,
Armenian, you know, like it's
some
crazy.
people they don't know where it is, so
Yeah, exactly.
maybe you didn't even know either.
No,
so.
I didn't even know.
Exactly.
Like to me, it was Mexico and that's it. Doesn't have anything else doesn't exist, you know. Like it was weird like that because I was a kid. Also, it's
Exactly.
different when you're a kid. Well, it depends on your education. If your parents are very concerned about you learning geography and all this shit, maybe you know since you were a kid.
Yes.
But to my case, it wasn't the case, you know, and that's fine.
That's fine, exactly. Because when you're locally and you're comfortable and maybe you're good financially and whatever, you're here and you see just the news and whatever they do.
Mm-hmm.
But here you are like, exactly, you touch a lot of different people and you understand that we are same, bro. Like we are humans.
Mm-hmm.
You just have different background. I have different background. You speak another language. I speak another language. Maybe beliefs, etc. But at the end, we are humans and we can live together. Like the first thing that I saw when I came here in the airport, it was a Chinese policeman, a white lady, another policeman, and there was another black guy who was there. Like I was like, damn, I'm in a movie. Not for real, because it's just from my country. I mean, just in the movies that you see that, you know, a lot of different people from different cultures. In our movies, you just see people from our country, you know, because that's our movies in our language. But then if you see American movies, let's say, or French movies, like damn. And when I came here, I felt like I was in New York.
Okay.
Because in my head, I have the idea that all these, you know, different people from different places, it's in the movies, and the movies are made most of the time Hollywood, you know, America. So you'd be like, damn.
And this was your first time in the American continent, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so when you arrived from
Armenia, I was like, damn, son, it's cool. I didn't think like it was bad or like it was done. Damn, it's cool. It's not. It's like another world.
Exactly.
Because, you know, in your country, maybe I saw one time a Chinese person or let's say Asian person who was like a tourist. And I saw, actually, to make it fair, I saw one time a black person. He was dressed all in white suit, clean. I think maybe it was somebody's wedding. That's it. You also see it's people from your country. That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, Montreal. It's a place to live. It's an interesting place. Of course, it's cold outside sometimes. A lot of times, most of the times. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Like you take the good with the bad.
Exactly.
I don't think you know, any place is better. Like we was talking also, the grass ain't always greener somewhere else.
No,
You know,
the grass ain't greener in the other side.
Yeah, if you go somewhere, you might think, oh, this is the perfect place, and your expectations are this high, then you go there and like, bro, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Place or person or a job or I don't know, an activity. You know, you always think that you can get better. You can get better, but there is a better than that better.
Exactly.
Right? Like it's not true that if I go there, that's it. Just stop.
Yeah.
Like this, my journey will stop and I got the best and that's it. Because humans are fucked up.
Yeah, we are. It makes me think about a song like from J. Cole, where he says that no such thing as better than yours.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end, you will never gonna be happy until you love yours. That's the name of the song, Love Yours.
Yeah, that's a very good song.
And I really like it. I really appreciate this song because it tells you the truth. He talks about how he got rich with his change, how about he had this life he didn't have before because of the money income he was getting for being famous, for being heard. But then at the end he said, look man, it's not a big deal. It's not a big difference. It's just a fact of how you want to take it in some way. And just remember that what you have is the only thing you have. So you will never gonna be happy until you love yours.
Or, well, that's not.
Well, we can interpret it, you know.
Exactly. That's
music.
That's exactly that can be thing, or it can also be that you can not never be happy, but never be satisfied because it's a journey.
Right.
It's a continuous thing. So that's why it's not good to fall in the trap of okay, there it's better. I'm gonna go there.
Yeah.
Okay, you might go there, it might be good as you expected, but then you'll find something better, then you go again. So your expectations are always not met because you think that by going there, you will get it, what you wanted, but then you understand, no, I can't. It's like people who change their jobs or girlfriends every time, you know, they're not serious. Let's say 3 months, 4 months, you find somebody better who makes more money, who I don't know, has a home, big car, whatever, and you're like, oh my god, this guy is like better than this guy because this, or maybe he might be, you think him as more like smarter,
right,
or more charismatic or more influence, whatever. You change, and then you go to him and you understand like, not really. Maybe the other guy was actually better, and then you see another guy.
Well, better for who, right?
Well, exactly.
Depending on who you are too.
Mm-hmm. But there is always somebody better, something better.
Yeah.
There is not a limit.
No.
It's like the numbers. There is no limit to the numbers. You can have $1,000 a month. You can have $10,000 a month, million, 100 million, trillion. There is no limit. That's why people who get $1 million, or we was talking in the last episode, right?
Yeah.
About Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Why he's 70 something, he's going. Because when you get at that point, you cannot really stop. You still want to go.
Right, because it's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle, exactly. You don't go like, okay, it's enough. I got it. No. When you get it, you okay, I made $1 billion, let me make 2 billions.
Yeah.
I mean 3 billions.
Yeah.
Because you understand that if you stop, like it won't be good.
Yeah.
Why? Because you realize that, damn, so what I do now?
Yeah, you're used to doing these things, you know, like if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a businessman, if you're somebody who likes to work, even if you're not even an entrepreneur, businessman or whatever, just you're somebody who likes to work. You can't go a day without like not working. I mean, I'm saying this I'm exaggerating a little bit, but you know, of course you can take day offs and this and that, but somebody who likes to work will always work. Somebody who doesn't will always stay in the couch.
Yeah, exactly. And he will have the consequences of life that comes with that.
Right. And some people actually don't matter about making money. Some people just want to sit in their couch, watch their TV shows, and just live about a life with the bare minimum. And that's okay.
Point. I mean,
that's okay too. I mean, if that's your case and you just want to...
That's okay if that's the best you can do. I mean...
Well, not the best you can do. Everybody can do better. Everybody. There's limitless opportunities, limitless ways that you can find to do something better, to become a better person, to whatever. But if your goal is to stay in your couch, watch a TV show, and you're very fine with that, then that's okay.
It's your choice.
come and follow us and watch our episodes. Please do.
Yeah, before we continue, so welcome to the GB Experience.
Welcome, welcome,
Yeah,
welcome.
you already know. You will see here, our IGs. You will see here the IG of our podcast. Go check it out. Go follow it, maybe. And yeah, welcome to what is this episode? Now it's 4th episode.
Yeah.
Going strong, slowly but surely.
Enjoy.
Yeah. So we was talking about something interesting.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that if you are just here and watching on your couch and you're not somebody who cares about making money and working every day.
Yeah.
You said it's okay, right? For that person.
If you like that.
If you like that, yeah. But
there's nothing wrong.
when we tell that, are we doing that person a favor or are we doing that person not a favor?
We're not doing a favor in a way where I'm not encouraging you to do better. But there are some people who actually were born in this life to literally just walk and die. Lots of people,
Exactly. That's why.
Not everybody's going to be the next Donald Trump.
Everybody wants to, bro.
Yeah,
Everybody wants to
exactly. Well,
because
imagine a
pressure,
world.
responsibility.
Yeah, and imagine a world full of leaders, a world full of
They
Donald
cannot
Trumps,
be full of leaders, no.
there is only one leader in every ship.
Because that the person who
And it's personalities. At the
Exactly.
end, it's all a matter of personality.
But
Either you follow, either you lead.
Exactly. Well, sometimes you can have 2 leaders, and that
Yeah,
creates,
for sure. But the 2 leaders,
they can do cooperation, of course, but it's rare. And 2 leaders, they can see another leader, and there is a mutual respect that happens in your.
This is true.
But me, what I want to say is that, let's say, sometimes it can be family or friends or just people you know or people you work with, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you see that their mentality and something that they say, you can go either telling you, yeah, you're right, it's true. I mean, who needs to do that? Do whatever you like, it's for you. Or by doing that, do you think I'm doing you a favor by just complying with you and just saying, like, agreeing with you, like, okay, I'm just let him be him. Wanna do yourself. I'm not trying to actually be in a discomfort and in a bad position, because let's be honest, even if I know you, let's say I know you or I don't know you, if I tell you straight up what I think, and if what I say to you is true and you know it's true, but you don't like to be told, you don't like to be told on your face what's wrong that you're doing, what are your bad qualities, what are your defects, nobody likes that. But I mean, if it's true, it's true, So is it good in your opinion to sugarcoat or not put so much effort, if of course you care about somebody or you know that somebody has some potential? Think it's better to leave him in his comfort?
Of course not.
Or, hey, maybe you like this, but
Of course not. I understand 100% what you're saying, but I don't want to people to feel bad. People who actually won't have this type of mentality, won't have this type of life. I don't want them to feel bad. I mean, it's not about being nice. It's just about realizing that these people haven't done the work that they need to do. They haven't been preparing themselves for this type of stuff. And I mean, you cannot change anybody. It's like, for example, you want to motivate someone to work out. If this person you have in front doesn't want to do it, you won't not do it. Your job is to inform. As somebody close to this type of person, you inform them, you tell them, look, there is this type of things that you can do. How can you start? You can maybe start by here, and here, depending on what subject or what expertise you want to lead them into, what kind of job, what kind of opportunity, what kind of thing. But at the end, if this person doesn't want to do his part to step out of the couch, then you can't do it for them.
You cannot force them. No, of course.
So it's okay. That's why I'm saying, if you're in this position right now, it's okay for now. Until you'll be tired,
If you tried, that's good. But I mean, I'm just talking about if somebody doesn't want to try to not help but inform. You know what I mean? Like you were talking, you tried, you informed the person, it didn't work because they don't do the choice by themselves to do it, then it's your choice, whatever.
Yeah.
But if you don't try just because, like you said, you don't want to make the person feel bad, but what if that somebody who will talk to that person will wake him up, will give him that click, like, damn, shit, you're right. Of course, the reaction might be, who the fuck you think you are? Hey man, what the fuck? It's my life, blah blah blah. It's my choice. You don't know me. It's been this year, blah blah blah. And it can even hurt your relationship with that person, or co-worker or family member. Actually, can hurt that. But it may realize them and may think like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, is this guy hating me? But I never thought, or this girl never thought they will hate me. Why they would tell me this? Then you analyze. Like, of course, there are some people who will tell you hurtful things just because they don't like you or they hate you.
Exactly.
But when
you're a fat piece of shit sitting in the couch and you're doing nothing, There's some people who are gonna tell you straight up like this too, but it doesn't actually matter.
If you think that what they say is true, it's gonna hurt you.
Of course.
And if it's true and the reality is true,
and it's
gonna hurt you. Yeah, but if you take that comment or insult or whatever and you analyze it like rationally, not emotional, let's say.
Yeah, exactly, not emotional.
Okay, then I can do this. And if that person, the goal was to help you actually, you might even maybe one day come out and be like that. That's right. I mean, hey, maybe I didn't react well, but he was right.
But you don't do this with all the people around you, right?
Me personally,
because it's a big job, and sometimes it's not your job. Sometimes you're busy doing your own stuff.
That's fact. It's not your job at all. Me personally, in my life, I will do that only with people that I see there is some potential with.
Right.
Because it's a question of time and energy. And after that, if you try and it didn't work, I mean, hey, you tried. Of course, sometimes, or you can just give some hints. Hey, you got this. Because some people, they don't need you. Like, you don't need to tell them, yo, whoa, like, stand up, do this. No. Some little, pushing or just good comments, like, not motivation, but encouraging, exactly. Just think, yo, man, it's good. Keep doing this, or nice. I see you working. Maybe the guy is not even working, but just by telling me, okay, somebody is appreciating what I'm doing. Somebody is looking at me different than I see myself in the mirror. It can help. But of course, I cannot do this to, or anybody cannot, do this to anybody because sometimes you don't like maybe the person and they're like, whatever, like. So I'm not here to please everybody. I'm not here to help everybody. I'm not the God of knowledge or nothing. Nobody is.
Of course.
Nobody is. So if somebody is caring to give you some push or I don't know, whatever, just good comments, even if it's hurtful, you gotta sometimes take it back and analyze and see. Like even sometimes if somebody from my family tell me something, and if I'm not in the same opinion of them, I'll be like, maybe the first I will react like, what do you mean? Doesn't make sense. But then if I rethink, I might be able to see from their perspective how they see things and how I am maybe. Because you don't see yourself from the other side.
Yeah,
we think that we are like, I'm doing everything good, it's perfect.
Yeah.
And you might not think that you might be, I don't know, maybe too aggressive, maybe too direct,
And just for fun, do this exercise. Actually, this it was kind of surprising when we started doing podcasts, because when I see myself going into a camera, it's real fun, because I notice some things that I might have, some bugs that I might have sometimes when I talk. You can also see when you're insecure about subject. You can see lots of stuff. So try it on with your friends. Let's say you find a good friend, you start talking like us, having a conversation, and put a film on yourself, and then you realize a lot about how you're seen from the exterior. It's fun.
Very important, actually. Yes. Well, for us it's a little bit not easier, I would say, but it's not like, I mean, we are not shy in front of camera or whatever.
We're just chilling. That's
We're
the
chilling,
whole point
yeah.
about this podcast.
Because the goal, because we in our own lives are more, let's say, prone to work with people, and we are more salesmen. You know, we're sales guys.
We
you
do
know,
sales, yes.
So if you're a sales guys, you don't have the choice to be
Yeah.
open and
Get
socialize
out
with
of the
people.
cocoon, yes.
Exactly, but for people, let's say, who are less in those positions and they would like to see themselves, it's a very good trick. Not just filming. Filming is very important,
Yeah.
but also in the mirror. But you see, a good point. Let's say if you study, right?
Yeah.
You are in CG, in a school or university. When you have oral presentations, that's the best thing to do, to film yourself
Right.
from the side, because sometimes in your head you'll be like, oh, I'm ready. Okay, then you go in front of the people and, well, people, Zoom, Zoom callings now.
Well, now.
Yeah, but even then, bro, like I did some oral presentations, and let's say it wasn't, I mean, not for me, with colleagues, they didn't do what was the best because they wasn't prepared fully. And if you do film yourself before, at least I don't know how many times, you see yourself from the other side and you're like, damn, I don't look like motivated to speak about this subject, or I don't look like I should look. I don't look enough, energized. I just look like I'm here and I'm just talking. This is this,
Right.
this is that. I just took all the words and I know it by heart, and I'm just telling it.
Yeah, and that's a perfect moment to knock you in. Like, for example, you have to practice for something very, very important that you have on camera, or that you're going to
Job
go
interview,
live.
let's say, job
for
interview,
example,
very very
exactly.
important. Yeah.
Tell your friend, yo, tell me this. If I'm doing something wrong, tell it
Exactly.
right away, or tell me you're talking shit, like
Yeah,
that. Straight
exactly,
up,
exactly.
don't matter, because that's a practice.
Very important to practice and do it with people that you trust. Like if it's not just any friend or any coworker, just person that because somebody can mislead you in whatever,
This is true.
or might give you just the easy answer.
Mhm.
It's good. Yeah, keep doing that.
Right.
You don't want that. You want somebody who will put effort and say, okay, adjust this. Oh, you didn't pronounce this very good. I think your posture might be better when you're doing the interview. You
Yeah.
know, how you speak during the interview, whatever. So it's a very important point, and those things, it can be your professor or the interviewer. They are looking at that. They are looking how you present, because in real life, at your job or at school, whatever, when you speak with people, when you work, it counts how you present, how you look, how
it
you
does.
talk.
And you can never be perfect.
Never,
That's all
but
right.
you can be better.
You can always be better.
Yes, that's the goal. And
Yeah.
it's possible, right?
Okay, so let's say we've talked about people that we might know that right now they're feeling kind of depressed, they're not being in their shoes, and you see lots of potential in them to do something that they know.
Tell them.
Encourage them. Tell them
Yes.
that's the best time to do it, because suicide rates have come higher, and here in Quebec we have a suicide rate that's very high still.
Yeah.
So,
Don't
because
take it
of
for
the
granted.
winter,
Yeah.
because of the situations of life, this and that, and now that we are in the middle of a pandemic, for sure it's even harder for everybody, but that's okay. So if you have somebody that might need your comments, do it.
Yeah.
And comment below for us too. Because
Yeah.
we like your comments. It helps us
Exactly,
create material, it helps us, maybe talk about a subject that you might like. And that's a
True.
pleasure, because we're always talking about everything and nothing.
We give our opinions, we talk.
Yeah.
But what he said is very, very true, very important. Even family members, like sometimes we take it for granted that
Right.
they are here, and but you don't really know them deeply. You know the version of them at home, but when they're outside there, it's not the same person.
No.
That's for
This
sure.
is true.
Like from experience, I know that how I am inside and outside, it's not the same. When I'm out, I'm out. It's you gotta be who you gotta be. When you're in, you are more relaxed. You're with family, and when you're more relaxed, you might not show some of the things that show that you need some appreciation, you need some encouragement, some advice maybe. So very important. If you got somebody like that at home, or a lot of people, tell them, hey, what's going on? I love you. I want you to do this. You can do this. Like little encouragement because it's very important. Some people take it for granted, but it's very important. And if you don't have somebody like that, like I was telling you last week, I'm pretty sure you got something at your home like this, okay? With something transparent in it, which is called a mirror, okay? Go there, see, and the person you see in that mirror, well, actually is your friend, okay? And that's the person who will help you to be a better person, if you know what I mean. So it's very important also, we are touching the subject of self-talking, self-love, self-appreciation.
Right.
Of course, we need like...
And we're starting the year like this, right?
Exactly,
You
know.
see,
It's the new...
2 January 2021, not because it's one number that has changed that all this bullshit that we've been living so far, it's done. You know?
Exactly. I mean, the chapter, the book
Keeps
continues.
going.
Yeah, it keeps writing. So it's not just because it's new year, it's new me. No, it's the same you. If you don't do anything to change yourself, it's the same you now in 5 years. It will be the same you. You know, nobody will come here and like maybe you won't have that person like I was mentioning to him like a few minutes ago that will tell you something to wake you up. Maybe you won't have that person.
But you have internet.
You have internet, exactly. I mean, I don't want to judge people who just do all day watch videos on YouTube, not informative videos, or they just watch entertaining videos all day. There is 24 hours in a day.
Yeah.
Most people, they sleep 8 hours, so you have even less time.
I don't.
Me neither. So you know what I'm saying? Like you're eating, you are doing this. Where is the time that you will focus? When I say focus on yourself, it's not meaning that I don't know, work. I mean, of course, work out or reading, learning, whatever. But meaning focus on yourself, learning about yourself, right? Just sometimes thinking for you, just letting your ideas go,
right,
will do better. Because when you're watching sometimes some things, you're just here like not a zombie, but you're just here consuming. You're a consumer,
consuming in your head, and you're not getting those ideas from your own mind. Let's say,
and it's programmed like that.
Yeah,
like they know the brain is.
And it's very important to stay in silence, like complete silence, just like that.
Exactly.
And to let your thoughts flow.
That's what meditation is, one of the best things when you do meditation.
This is true, but it's hard, and it's sometimes very hard to concentrate because we have all these things. We have the computer, we have the TV, we have the cell phone, we have all these things.
Yeah.
But also meditation can be not very complicated either. You take a chair, you're in your sofa, you stand right, you stand tall, good position, so you get the energy flowing. You breathe, and you breathe out. You breathe in, you breathe out, and just with the total silence, you stay there. And at some point, the idea is going to flow. Even if it's negative ideas that are going in your head, they will flow. Just remember to concentrate in the inhaling, exhaling, and that's pretty much it.
And you might have good ideas also.
Yeah, some ideas will come.
And there are applications for that.
But also, I'm sorry,
yes.
If you're a gamer and you spend like almost 24 hours gaming, and you're making money out of it, keep gaming. I don't mind. You're making money out of it. You're making your living.
Yeah, if it's your work.
The end of the day, if you're good at it, as we were saying, okay, somebody who stays in the couch who actually don't do anything.
But if you know how
But if you're doing something good in it, or good with it, or good for yourself at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, You're somebody who spend like let's say 8 hours at the gym or for saying, and it's working out for you. And
exactly, don't just be a consumer.
It's all right.
Be a creator, because even the guy who is on this couch and he's playing games and he's recording it, he's not consumer anymore.
Right.
He's maybe consuming the game, but he's consuming the game for the consumers who will watch him. It's a double thing. But if you're just, let's say, watching videos, whatever, random videos, funny videos, memes, a lot, like a lot, not just one time or whatever, just like a lot every day, and just watch movie every day. Netflix night, Netflix and chill, comfy night. You know, a lot of people are very comfortable during the night. They go down and they're like watching Netflix from 7 to 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning, or just watching videos. You can do it, let's say, for rewarding yourself one time a week, or you can do it at the end of the day, 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever. Doing it all day. After a year, you're gonna say, new year, new me, but it's gonna be the same you.
Yeah, watching Netflix right away, starting the year. But
You know,
at the end, I mean, that's a personal choice. Everybody do their thing.
it's a
Everybody
personal
do
choice,
as
exactly.
they can. Like, you know, sometimes you don't feel like it, and that's okay also, you know. I mean,
Or you can balance it. Actually, there are people who are watching a lot of Netflix, but at the same time they're doing a lot of things. They're
it's true,
productive.
it's true.
You know, you can
Mhm.
balance. And Netflix is not a bad thing. I mean, everybody watches it. Everybody listens to music. Everybody listens to this, to that, to YouTube. We watch YouTube. We are in YouTube right now.
You
We are
know what?
watching it there.
Yeah,
You know, so it's not a bad thing, but it must be in good proportions.
yes.
You cannot abuse something. You know why? Not specifically because you gotta make in life, whatever. Because you're not stupid. In your head,
Right, you have a brain, right?
you know in your brain that there is something that I should have done now, but I'm not doing it. And you know what? It's okay. I'm relaxed. I'm relaxed in my place. It's comfortable, big screen or whatever. Let me check. I got a text. Oh, the guy or the girl I like. Oh, she liked my whatever. I'm comfortable. If you did a lot of good things, a lot of productivities during the day, in my opinion, again, this is opinion changing. It's not by the book. There is no Bible about that.
Right.
Nothing. In my opinion, if you did a lot of good things, great things during the day, productive things, you get shit done, you can always compensate yourself. Right? You
Yeah,
deserve it.
that's how it works.
That's how it works. But if you did nothing during the day and it's like, I'm a day off. Day off doing what? Like, just being at home, doing nothing at all, or maybe having time with family or friends. That's different. But it's fully day off just to be how you call it?
Couch potato.
Couch potato. Okay, so videos, Netflix, gaming, not doing anything, just being in the bed, just eating fast food or whatever, just texting, being on the phone 2 hours in a row. Like, some people are really doing that.
Man, you're saying that, it makes me mad as hell. You know why?
Why?
Because I saw the government of Quebec who actually put a publicity with a comedian guy making it sound funny to do this shit. But it was basically this. The guy comes up, he shows a table full of food, full of shit, you know, shit food. He's like, hey, cette fois-ci, pendant la pandémie, ben, écoute, moi je fais bien manger et prendre des kilos, là. Et puis ben, je peux m'asseoir dans mon sofa et puis regarder la télé, mes émissions préférées. Puis ensuite, ça dit, and then it says a message from Quebec.
No
And I was like,
way.
what the fuck?
No
Like, you
way.
want people to get unhealthy? Like, we're already not getting healthy, you know? Because of all this lockdown shit.
Yeah,
And now you're
fine if you
promoting,
sit here.
and now you're fucking promoting these behaviors that we're talking about. Like, I'm sorry, but that didn't work for me. Got me mad.
Of course, bro.
Got me mad as hell.
Which government will push that type of ideas and lifestyle? Like, the fuck you mean?
Yeah,
bro?
and it was the symbol of Quebec. You know, it's crazy. Got me mad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it made me mad
real
also.
mad.
Like, what?
You're the government. You're telling your population to stay home, to actually not exercise, not nothing. You put a comedian as it's funny to eat all the fucking day and watch TV. So what? So you can still watching the news and can still be brainwashed by all the ideas.
Yeah.
This is fucked up.
Yo,
Got me out of rail.
the leaders of the countries are humans, first of all.
Yeah,
which
like
means
us.
that
And they don't know what they're doing.
Second of all, whatever they preach, they don't really follow it.
Mm,
Third of all, their lifestyle, it's not the best. So they don't really care about the lifestyle of people. I mean, they are ministers of different health, education, sports, whatever. Maybe they care, but the one who controls, who has the last word, whatever. Yeah, there are some people who gonna overeat. Yeah, there are some people who gonna die. The goal is to minimize the percentage and do whatever to let the people after say, well, look, government did this.
Right.
To avoid, the extra attack of the public, because if the public goes shit, nuts, you lose your job, the country or the province lost respect and credibility.
Yeah.
Less people come to the province, less money, less economic. It's a lot of games they play. But at the end, they just want to have less, do more, and have less, reactions from the public, saying you didn't do nothing good for our people to save them, blah, blah, blah. That's why they're going deep.
Right.
But the message that they are
end,
sending is stupid.
Yeah.
As fuck. And if January 11th they don't open the gyms,
they're not gonna open the gyms.
I don't think so. Not just because I want to go to the gym. I'm working out from home.
Yeah.
A lot of people are doing, but it's important.
I try to.
Yeah, it's important to go to the gym. It's an experience. It's something you specifically now, more than ever. Are you crazy?
Exactly, because
more than ever. Yeah,
getting
people need to
out
be healthy mentally, not
Yeah.
just physically. And you are closing all of this, and a lot of not big gyms, they might lose their space. I don't know. But I'm sure they will.
But it's fine. I mean, we're not gonna do this podcast about all this subject at the end of the day, because you guys already have enough with what you see.
Yeah,
in
but
TV,
just
what you see on
exactly
YouTube, what you see and whatever.
Whatever we were talking about before, like we mentioned, don't focus on the bullshit. Okay, just focus on on yourself, your family, just getting better. Bullshit is here and will always be here. 2021 or 2020 or 2022, right? I mean, it doesn't feel like it's 2021. It still feels whatever. It's another day for me personally.
Yeah.
It's another day, and maybe because I changed from last year to this year, and a lot of things happened.
Yeah.
But I just feel like, hey, another day to go get it.
So where can we start?
Where we can start?
Yeah, where can we start? If I'm somebody who's laying down on the couch, what can I do first?
There is
what can I watch? What can I see? I have access to my internet.
They, like the guy says,
and I'm getting beer every day. I'm kidding.
What's easy to do, it's easy not to do, right?
Right.
What's
Simple
easy
things.
to do, and what's the best thing to do actually, which was proven, that your first thing you do the first time, the day starts. What are the things that people should do that most of people don't?
Well, it's not should, right? Nobody is obligated to do anything, but that could be recommended to do.
Should, if you want this good results, let's say, or if you want to start a change,
right?
Because it's like a problem. You ain't gonna solve the problem fully one time.
Mm-hmm.
Start with little things. The easiest example, right? You know what it is.
Yeah.
Bed. Doing your fucking bed.
Yeah.
It's easy to say, but why, in your opinion, when I don't know if some of you were in army or not, why is it important in the army to do your bed the first thing when you wake up? They tell you, okay, you got 20-30 seconds, they burn down something, I don't know how you call it. When it's done, you better be ready to finish it, or all other people will do push-ups. Because it's a question of discipline. First thing you do, already in your mind, you are ready, you are telling yourself, okay, I gotta do this quickly, done, clean. First thing is done. Next. Well, if you don't do the first thing, that is the most simple thing that, it's messy, because if you want to read about it, you can read. When your place, when you live, when you work, it's messy, your thoughts are messy,
Right.
When if you wake up, you did it, good. Next. Because already you feel you're an organized person.
Mm-hmm.
And this nice place, which is your bed, is clean and good. Now you see some other places where it's not clean.
Right.
It's gonna match. I cannot live in this place, not good, this good.
Mm-hmm.
Ready, boom. That's the basic of the basic, right? And then when that's clean, that's ready, then you start with your mind.
This is things that you can change directly, right?
Easily
You
change.
cannot change that there is a pandemic out there. You cannot change
Yeah, you
that.
don't have control on that, but you have control on your life.
Yeah, exactly. You have control in your room.
In your
First
room.
things first.
Exactly.
First things first, you have control in your
In
room.
your room.
That's
Exactly.
the rest of it. It's okay if you don't have control about it. But the first things you can get control of, it's your room.
Exactly. When your room is good, then you go next step.
And before that, your body.
Your
home,
body. Exactly.
which is your home.
Your body, and then it depends, of course, what are your goals.
Right.
If
you don't care being a fatty, but you like to be clean, it's okay. You be a fatty who's actually clean, who likes to clean his house, and
exactly.
I mean, depending on your goals, as he said.
But
yeah.
Go ahead.
I thought about another technique that you can use. There is something called Kaizen, which is a philosophy from Oriental
I know
roots, where it's about making one thing a day. Just take a minute to do one thing by the day.
Then,
by the end of the year, you did it 360 days. 65 days
if you,
from the year.
I know what you're talking about.
So you did it
if you
every
get
day.
better, 1%
and
every
for sure
day.
you will get better.
Yeah, if you get 1% better every day.
Kaizen. You can look for it.
We'll put it here. 365% you will be better next year. With 1%.
Yeah.
And
simple, right? Simple things.
It's very simple. Another thing, we are not aware, okay, a lot aware, but we do eat a lot of bad stuff.
Oh, this is true.
And not just eat, drink also.
I'm very aware of that. In my case,
drink. I'm not just talking about alcohol. Like some people drink a big coffees with a lot of sugar or without sugar. Okay,
yeah,
but big
it's still coffee.
It's coffee. Yeah, everybody's like, it's my coffee. I'm doing too. We did it before we came here, right?
Yeah.
But some people abuse it. They drink it twice a day, 3 times a day. They drink it every day, double portion, triple portion. It feels good. I'm a big fan of coffee. Hey, Tim Hortons.
Right.
I love it. But again, too much sugar, it can be a long-term problem with your heart. Do your studies, you will see that it's a good, simple thing, and you will save some money also.
Yeah, you will save money.
If you pay Starbucks every time $5, 5 times, $25 already gone a week. Okay.
Yeah, and that's if you take one.
Per day. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That's $25.
Or you save some money, you save your health.
Right.
You gotta make it special when you drink something.
But it's not easy.
It's not.
Remember this. It's not easy, and it's okay if you fall a few times.
Everything that we say here is not
machines.
easy, bro. It's not.
You're
easy.
not machines, right?
No, but
you're not gonna be the next David Goggins by tomorrow. You know, like
no,
it doesn't work.
And even he tells that you won't be.
Exactly.
But you better try to be somebody better than you was yesterday.
Right.
That's
better than you was yesterday.
Yeah, that's why competition was talking also.
Yeah, we'll talk about competition later on.
It's you against you.
You against you.
And this part, in my opinion, is very important.
Mm-hmm.
Like, literally, if it's in your workplace, it's not about who did better. It's not about who got better or whatever. You can do it at first, the beginning, just to not like see what's happening. Okay, you gotta have that, like, not power, but that skill to just see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is the best. This is the worst. People working, like, performance-wise. I don't want to be there. What's the best guy doing? This. Okay, perfect. Learning, that's it. You run. Basically, you do what you do, you get better, but you don't compare yourself. If you compare yourself, you already lost, in my opinion. And we won't talk about our history or our experience in work-wise, but I will tell you it works. If you just focus on yourself getting better than you was yesterday,
yeah, it's
how it works. And at one moment you will be even better than your competition because you are not focused on them. They are focused on you because you're, whoa, he's coming, he's passing me. Damn, what the hell?
Exactly, because you're focusing
like,
in yourself, right?
It's like when you're
running. How about we talk about a little bit more about our personalities? Well, what do you do?
What I do?
Yeah.
Well, I used to sell.
Yeah.
I used to sell cell phones and I used to sell home services for a company that is very hated in this country. But hey, I still did very good.
Yeah, you were like the employee of the year, right? At some point.
I was.
How is this called?
I was top performer twice.
Top performer twice.
So one of the best salesmen in Canada for this enterprise twice.
Right.
Which is great, of
Pretty
course,
good, yeah.
achievement. But it comes, like I was telling about, getting better every day, learning new skills, social skills. I wasn't the most social guy before that, but the place that you work pushed you to adapt.
And it
And
forces you
you
to
gotta
go out, right, and speak with clients, even though it was hard.
Of course. And the system how it was put, well, you gotta go speak to the clients who enter to the store, let's say. You cannot wait for them to come to you because they might not and they won't probably come. So you gotta go there, speak with everybody. No joke, everybody, 100%. Grandma, kids, teen, professional, businessman, woman, whatever. You gotta talk, you gotta, practice. Practice, even like if you don't know the information that you are saying 1000%, if you try to practice, one person from 100 or 10 or 20 will say, hey, interested, give me.
Yeah,
If you don't, you won't.
this is true.
Right? Even you know it because, well,
To
you
me,
do it too.
to me, my job is to actually knock on doors.
Yeah.
Gotta knock on doors every day. I work in the construction field. We sell materials for the exterior of
This is the promotion.
the cladding. It's the cladding part of the constructions. Once building's done, we actually sell the materials that are going to be outside in the frame and the cladding part. So my job is basically go and knock doors. Every day I go to different offices, either architect offices, either constructor offices, either designers offices. Or I work with a lot of people, and my job again is to knock doors. If one door open, then I got a contract, and that's pretty much it. That's the way. This type of job will help me a lot to go out of my comfort zone, to meet lots of people from different backgrounds, women, men, businesswoman, businessman, all types of people who makes you actually grow. Because sometimes you might get nervous, sometimes you get into an interview or to present your product and you might be bugging, like you be like, my product is very resistant, and that's okay, because as he was saying, practice. Learning.
Yes.
It makes you become better. And at some point you do your sales.
Exactly.
And that's pretty good. Like last year, for example, I did 5 projects. It was 5 projects, but next year, how many I'm gonna do?
And how many you tried to get the 5 projects?
Lots of doors. Believe me, I did lots of doors. I did not knock lots of doors.
So the lesson, like, we're not just here just talking about us and telling what we done, what we did. Or
it's
what
just
we
so
do.
you know what's better.
Yeah.
Also.
What are the lessons like to do what we do, and for other people who does it better or the same way or even on a higher level, you gotta have discipline in some kind of way, full or not full, but you gotta have it, and you gotta have resilience.
Right.
And the mindset, like if the mindset from the start is like, oh my god, that's too hard, I can't. You are the one who told you, and you gotta believe that because you just told yourself.
Right.
But if you have the mindset, okay, I bugged
I'll
out.
do better next time.
Yeah, I bugged out this time with this client. Okay, I lost it, whatever. Next.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much it.
At the end, like there is a quote that says success is a numbers game. Meaning that the more you practice, the better you get. That's just how it is.
Mm-hmm.
The more I punch with this hand, okay, if I punch it for 10,000 hours, well, this punch is gonna be something.
Yes.
If I punch you with this,
strong.
you gotta get knocked out directly. Same thing with, let's say, sports, soccer, or with basketball.
Yeah, it applies in everything.
Exactly. There are like even some people tell, some hours, like if you do 11 hours of this, you're gonna be professional at it or whatever. It applies in your everyday life. It's just a question of, will you do it? Or will you get like disappointed and be like, this is not for me?
Right.
Will somebody, one of your clients, one of your friends, colleagues, coworkers, whatever, they will give a comment that will be like,
And there are times when you get very disappointed.
Yes,
you
of
might
course.
go in your car, you might go in your house, close the door and maybe cry or break down or do something, and that's fine, It's just part of the process.
Yeah, but that's exactly, it's an experience.
Yes.
Which, now that this year passed, I'm very grateful for those type of experiences. If you have difficult ones.
Enjoy them.
Yes, in your head, well, when you are at that like level of in your mind, in your head that it's great that this thing happened because it's an experience. You gotta learn from it. You gotta like take the good ones. The bad is here. You analyze the bad to not repeat it. To know what's what. but it's a lesson in it, which is not always easy to take because you're in your mind and you're like your emotions, your ego, right?
Yeah, the ego. Most of the time, it's the ego that gets touched.
Yes, specifically people that you might know well, they give you some comment and you thought it was like this, but in reality, how you see it is like this. Like, damn.
Yeah.
Yo, I thought I was.
Yeah, I thought I was something.
I was good. I was
good.
this. I was doing progress.
Yeah.
And then they told me this. Damn, son.
Yeah.
Wow. But hey, in that case, you gotta be careful because if you really appreciate the opinion of those people, take it and consider it. But if those people you don't know them and it's not really family or close friends, don't take it like not for serious, but know your value. That's where you gotta know your value.
Don't let them take you down.
Yes.
It's okay to break down, but it's even greater to get up.
Bang bang.
Yeah.
For sure. Because there are some people, just because they are miserable or mediocre, they will try down to bring down other people down also.
And you might know.
Yeah, you might be that person actually. Like honestly, because I don't know who will watch this or whatever. You might be not a bad person, just a person who is not happy with his life or her life, and that's why he or she acts like she acts or he acts with other people because they don't like themselves.
We're all kind of peoples in this world, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
But if you want to change,
don't blame nobody at the end.
There is no.
We're not blaming anybody, but we're just talking about these things that still happen. You know, there's lots of people who will try to bring you down.
Of course.
Or there's lots of people who in the competition game, by looking around the competition, they want to sabotage.
Right? That's different. Yeah,
right. But yeah, competition is good.
Competition is always good. Yeah. If there is no competition, like I said, you do competition with yourself.
Yeah.
But another point, which is part of life, right?
Yeah,
it's not that simple.
You're not alone.
You gotta know in your mind that there is somebody, let's say in the same business or enterprise, there is working as hard as you.
Yeah.
You gotta know that.
Or more than you.
Or more than you. Not meaning compare yourself, but just the fact that you know, it pushes you.
Yeah, it pushes you to keep
if you got the right mindset.
Right.
It might bring you down if you don't have the right mindset, but you gotta know that and still work harder for yourself. Not compare, but just be aware that because good competition brings you up.
Yeah. And if you get around these people,
you get better.
You get better by being
1,000%.
Yes,
because
yes.
You learn.
You learn from them. And they learn from you too. Believe it or not. Even the person that you admire the most, that you be like, oh wow, this person has been there or it's there right now. Well, the person who is there right now started just like you.
Exactly. There's a reason. Nothing happens by magic. Nothing happens because there is a talent.
And sometimes you can learn them about themselves too. This type of person that you see above you.
Yeah.
In a way.
And when you get on their level, you'll be like, man.
Yeah.
It's possible.
And you'll be thankful too for the experience. Like I remember I hanged out with a few very interesting people like 2 years ago. Okay, there was people who were very interesting talking about lots of things that I didn't knew. But at the time, the message wasn't passing because my mind was not ready for what they were telling me.
Yes. Sometimes.
And sometimes it happens because what? Maybe your lack of experience, maybe your ego's too big, maybe maybe you're not focused,
like right
maybe
now,
you're not ready for the opportunity.
What we say, some people will just let go, but some people maybe
exactly, and the information passed.
Yes.
But at some point you'll remember those words that you received.
Facts.
And then they pop out. Like I remember, like now when I look back, when I was talking with these persons, some messages that they told me, I experienced them in real life by myself. So I'd be like, damn, that was the thing he was trying to
tell me. But I wasn't
ready to get the information.
Exactly, because some experiences will bring you out and you'll be like, that's very important thing that you told me, because when you start to learn some things, sometimes you don't see like the application of it. You'll be like, okay, that's true, interesting, good fact. But then when in real life you see some experience and the thing was that was said applies and you see it, you be like, damn, okay, now I understand. Now I understand what he meant by saying this or that.
Or
Like,
she, he
or
or
she,
she.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You'd be like, damn, I see now. It's like I wanted to plug out my page. I see now. Few edits sometimes, you know. I see now. Yeah, because let's say if you know the person gave you information about toxic people, and you be like, okay, it makes sense, whatever. Like toxic people do this or do that, and you live when you live. Some years go by, and then you see somebody does something, and you be like, damn, this is exactly like how was described the toxic people, how they are. And you see a person that you know in that type of format, and you're like, damn, this person is actually toxic. I didn't think about it, but now that I see it is. And it's not, they are not even conscious about it.
Yeah.
They are like in their bubble.
And they are who are actually really conscious, and they're playing.
Yeah, they are just.
They're playing a mind game.
They're closing their eyes on it, you know.
Yeah.
Not when I say toxic, not toxic like.
Oh, you mean
person.
like okay,
I mean
yeah,
just
yeah.
like they're
you
toxic.
mean like when they don't know.
They don't know, yeah.
Like
don't
when
know
they go unconsciously on you telling shit or.
Yeah, they can talk shit about
doing
other
stuff.
people having bad habits.
But they don't realize that.
They don't realize
right?
exactly, and you are with them, and sometimes when you disconnect from them, they don't understand. Like, well, why this person like is not
talking
like,
to me.
They won't
anymore.
talk to me, see me, whatever. Sometimes people disconnect themselves unconsciously. Okay, they are not like deep, like they are not thinking deep. Oh, that's bad influence. They're just
No, they're
I'm
just
not really, you know, vibing with this person. Vibing, you know.
vibing, yes.
But if you look it more deeper, it's because the person is kind of toxic, you know.
For them.
For them, exactly. But that person who's toxic is not aware of that, and that's why, if we go back to the original conversation that we had, in this case, do you tell him, yo, bro or friend, or do you tell him, yo, you know, you're kind of toxic, bro?
Yeah.
Do you tell him?
Well, if it's somebody who appreciates, let's come back to the same.
Somebody you know, not a close friend, not just a friend, just you know, you can see potential in him. He's a good guy, good girl, like you know,
Look,
good person.
To be honest with you, I've been in this position. I've been in this position where I had few behaviors that wasn't the best, okay, and people was trying to let me know, but not by telling me straight, but by waving around a subject. And it's like sometimes you block also. You don't want to believe these things. How can I be this toxic? How can I be this way? How can I?
Sometimes it's not true.
Again,
also. That's
it's hard for the ego.
Exactly, it's hard to
It's
accept.
hard for the ego to accept where you're wrong or where you're not doing as you thought you were doing. But as I said, sometimes you'll get messages that you might not understand at the moment, but if you understand them later, then that's pretty good for you. And I wish you all that. You know, it's part of life. It's part of life. You don't have to be sad. You don't have to be sorry. You don't have to feel guilty or whatever. Because at the end of the day, you're growing. It's part of the journey.
And you should be grateful for people who tell you straight. Like, it's rare.
Or wave around because they give you an idea.
Yeah, they give you an
And then at some point,
they give you a hint.
You'll wake up by yourself and say, oh, that's what he was talking about. Okay, now I understand. I'm sorry, but it's okay. That's fine. Growing up. That's being it.
True.
And you can be 40, you can be 60, you can be 80, and still learn something new. Doesn't matter the age.
Everybody can have some coaching.
Nobody
will get hurt because of that.
Yeah.
That point just brings me to another point that sometimes people, let's say, how you can tell this, they read books because let's say you get this motivation, right? Like pushing you to get better, and you read something because somebody told you,
read this
or listen to this or whatever. But sometimes people go to do that with closed mind, with their opinions and their vision of things, and whether they read it or they listen it or not, they come out, okay, yeah, whatever. Or they don't even listen, or they don't even read, or they're like, whatever. Because they're close-minded. And closed mind for me is somebody who just believes that whatever he believes, she believes, whatever he thinks it is, it's like that. While open-minded mind, it means that I'm open actually to view your, like see your viewpoint and your ways of seeing things. Analyze. If I'm good with it, I'm good. If not, not. You know. And I see that a lot with people. They're like trying to get better for themselves, but they don't understand. Before doing that, you gotta fix some things in your mind, like by being a bit open.
Yeah.
You cannot be like this, and like whatever we give you, like I mean, people around you, and whatever we give you, you are just judging it or thinking that, yeah, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be open-minded, you know.
How do you get open-minded? Watch the JV Experience. No, I'm kidding. Do your experience by your own. And
That's a good question.
we did talk about a lot of stuff. Today, I think our episode was a lot about motivation, about ideas that can help you out if you're in a dark place or whatever. It was not a specific subject, as you might
So
know.
it's just a real talk about
Most
life.
of the time we're freestyling. We have a few subjects in our minds that we want to discuss, that we read about, or sometimes we just basically go with the flow as the conversation goes evolving.
It's fine.
Because that's the part of that's the whole point of this podcast, is to actually welcome you to our bubble.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty much it.
One other thing that I would like to say, you just used a word that is very popular, right? Motivation.
Yeah.
Right? But in my opinion, motivation is not the best word to use. Meaning that yes, we talk about motivational stuff, which is true, but you shouldn't use the word motivation like I'm motivated to do some things. And I tell this a lot. I don't know if you saw that, not just with you, but with a lot of people. Motivation, an example to give you is, I'm motivated today. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna do my workout, or I'm gonna run. I wake up tomorrow. It's raining outside. It's cold outside. There is snow. There is a lot of snow. Actually, there is. I don't know. People can run and can fall down and break their leg, whatever. People like, I'm not down today. You know what? Let's stay home. You know, it's not good temperature. Let's stay home. And you can do other productive things, whatever. Or you don't like, you want to wake up at 6 o'clock every day, but you don't do. Okay, you wake up at 10 or 12 or 1, whatever. Okay. So motivation is based on what you want.
Right.
While what the other side of motivation?
It's constants. It's doing the thing every day. It's remember you to get a habit done.
Which is called discipline. You know? Discipline meaning that, yes, it's snowing outside, but if I thought something that I will do today, and I even write it down, which is very suggestive, I'm gonna go do it still. Even if it's snowing there. Maybe, I don't know, not an hour, maybe 15 minutes. I did it. Not because I was motivated. No, the motivation was gone. The motivation is sleeping in your bed. Yes, motivation is there taking a nap. It's like, I'm out. Take care of yourself. Bye. Discipline be like, you ready? Put your head on. Let's go.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? Like, this is a basic example to give you, but it's same thing in your life goals, the same thing at work. I'm tired to stay another hour after work to, I don't know, talk with this client or do this work, do this thing.
Yeah.
Motivation is gone. Motivation is gone with you're tired, you're hungry. Motivation is already home.
Yes.
You know, you are there. If discipline is with you, then you gotta stay another hour. You gotta do what you gotta do. Why? That's a question that you gotta answer yourself.
You know
Not
better.
us.
You know better.
Yes.
You know what you're doing in your everyday life. You know where you want to go in life. You know your goals.
Yeah, the answer is clear. And
Happy
it's
New
there.
Year 2021. Remember, stay woke, do your thing.
It's gonna
That's
be
pretty
good
much
year.
it.
Yeah, and you gotta do. Like, it's not gonna be new year, new me. It's gonna be, I changed, you know. The new year doesn't
change.
Yeah, the new year doesn't do anything here if you don't do anything.
Right.
Right? So yeah. it was not motivational. I was just saying the word motivational. Pretty good podcast we did today, and hopefully you enjoyed. As you know, always like, subscribe, comment below. Like my man here said.
Comment. We like these comments.
Yes. Please, this episode, even we will rewatch it, but rewatch it, and if there are some parts that you think is good, you can share with your friends, re-listen it. We don't try to offend nobody here, but the reality is some of the talks we do, it's our real opinions, straight
That's
up.
pretty much it.
You can be with it or you cannot, but we are not just talking from nowhere. It's come from experience also. So yeah, thank you for watching. See you. Peace. It's a fact.
It's pretty much it, being honest.
J'espère. Ça c'est une fou vidéo qu'on a faite.
Yes.
Très très très.